So what we have here is my Acorn Electron from 1983, the computer on which I did my O-level computer studies, the exact one. And I've managed to find a cable and plug it into the television, so we can see some lovely BBC Basic there. Notice the line numbers, the lack of indentation. Also, it doesn't quite fit all of the program on there. I could have used mode 0, but it wasn't very sharp on the television. So the top 3 lines just do some printing. We've also got here my Chromebook. And I thought we could have a little race. It's not an entirely fair comparison because I'm using Replit, which is obviously an online IDE rather than something that's running locally, but you still get a rough idea of the difference in speed. So the program I've chosen for the comparison is Sieve of Eratosthenes to calculate prime numbers. And the reason I chose that is because it's firstly not a very large program, because I've got no way of saving it on the Electron, so I didn't want to spend a load of time typing stuff in I was just going to lose, because I haven't got a cassette player anymore to actually record the thing to save it. But also it's got a chunky amount of repetition and calculation in it. So just so we can see what it does, note the lovely 80s keyboard there with the nice feel. So it asks you what number you want to go up to, and so I'm going to I'll go up to 100 just as a demo. Seems to be struggling to focus on the screen there. And then so it tells you which multiples it's removing, and then it tells you which prime numbers it's found, and it tells you it took 1.08 seconds. The Python version, as I said, I'll link to that in the description, is basically the same. It's slightly differently formatted because of the way Python print works, but basically it does the same thing. But notice, you can see straight away that it's a lot quicker. So I thought, well, we could do a big number. So I was try it with 10,000. But actually, it turns out that the Electron ran out of memory. So the biggest number you can actually put in there for the maximum number you want to find as a prime number is actually about 5,120, slightly more than that. So it's not because it's a multiple of 512 or anything. So let's go for 5120, and then we'll do the same thing in Python. So 5120. Now it's going to be a little bit difficult to press both enter keys at the same time, but I'll do my best. So on your marks, get set, go. And actually the Chromebook is finished already. The Electron, on the other hand, is telling me which multiples it's removing. So it's removing, it speeds up as it goes along because there's obviously fewer left to remove. So that took 43.84 seconds. So considerably longer. Actually, it looked like it might have taken longer than that, didn't it? So practically instantly using the online version of IDE versus, well, 3/4 of a minute with the Electron running locally, flat out at its 1983 top speed. If you want to have a look at how long it took to draw a circle and why efficiency was so important to us back in the 80s, have a look at my other video on programming efficiency, and again I'll include a link to that in the description.